Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be a little bit different from my usual videos for many reasons. One, today we're not going to be drawing today, so if that's something you're looking for, you can probably click on a different video and skip this one and come back maybe next Wednesday. And then in terms of the format of this video, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm gonna keep in the real sounds as much as possible, but also I'm going to be sporadically having little voiceovers over certain parts so I can help explain further. I have a lot of text going on with this video as well, so hopefully that won't be too distracting, but hopefully it will also be somewhat more informative with the back and forth of text and me speaking. So I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the behind the scenes of how I make my stickers, or like do the foils or any of the holographic stuff or prints. So as you can see, I'm showing you guys the sticker process at the very beginning using the silhouette portrait to cut my stickers or my die cuts. And then if I do want to apply the holographic film over top, then I will use a laminator on 5mm, I believe, for the heat setting. And as you can see, it applies it quite nicely. You do have to be careful a little bit of dust and any kind of like debris or hair or anything falling in between the film and your sticker paper. But otherwise, it works quite well if you're planning to do, you know, a few holographic stickers. As you can see, I have this Zhongli one, which is not highly requested, but it was suggested by somebody and I thought it was a very cute idea. So I'll put your comment somewhere here, and thank you very much for suggesting this because it's very, very cute. But yeah, I did these for a little bit of freebies for some people's Genshin orders, and as you can see, here I am just placing the stickers onto a normal printer paper, and then I am placing the film on top and then closing it with the same printer paper, so it's kind of folded in a sandwich so that your roller from your laminator doesn't roll up and heat up the stickers too much. It's like you can see where the areas where the sticker and the film made contact, and then the rest kind of made contact with the paper, which doesn't adhere as well, because the stickers I'm using, or like the sticker paper I'm using, is for laser printers or Laserjet printers, and it's just because Laserjet adheres its ink by using heat rather than like ink on top of the paper being soaked into the paper, right? So inkjet's basically the ink is setting on top of the paper and it's adhered by melting or heating it up. So the heat laminator will also help adhere the ink to the film itself, which makes it a lot easier to make these holographic stickers. If you use the wrong side like I did right here, then you can see that it has like a little tiny sheen to it, but you can just go back over and use the holographic side again. Just make sure you're using the right side when laminating. It just makes it a lot easier. I'll be sure to link everything down below in terms of videos I've watched in terms of making these kinds of products or anything like that. I won't have everything linked down below just because I know some of the websites that I used to go to find these films no longer exist, as they used to be on Alibaba, I believe, and I still have a lot of the film left, so I haven't had to redo any orders, I guess, or replace any orders from the last time I bought my films off Alibaba. And then here I'm showing you guys my Kiss Cut stickers or sticker sheets. I am just using a little cutting tool to go back and forth and cut out the sticker sheets themselves. And because they have a border all the way across, and the way how my cutting little contraption thing, I don't know what these are called per se, they're kind of like mini guillotines, and it's kind of offset from where you place it on the ruler itself, so it offsets it by a little bit. So I use that to make a white edge around my whole sticker sheet, which makes them all uniform in size, which is really nice. So I'm just speedily doing this, and it's kind of, I think it's time to speed for this, so yeah. And I'm showing you guys the little offset that it has. So if I put the little green edge of the border next to the little clear part of the ruler, it won't cut directly on that side. Now you guys can see my ink mess that I have here. I'm replacing all the inks before I go into the printing part. As you can see, it kind of leaked onto my hand, so I have two nails that are extremely yellow. But I am setting up my Canon printer so we can print out all my prints that I need to do today, which is more than usual, but it's not too much. So yeah, the good thing about this printer is that you can have a kind of like a refill system, which is really nice with the cartridges. But the bad part is that if you don't use the printer like frequently enough, the inks tend to dry out and stuff. So, you know, if you're using it more often, then you'll be using the inks more consistently and you probably get more out of it rather than using it on and off to the point where it will dry in between and then you're gonna have to refill it anyways. So yeah, but I really like this printer. It's on the pricier side, but it is a good high quality printer. I got this after university, I think. So yeah, I think I bought it like 2 Christmases ago that I bought this one because it's much easier for me to print out more high quality prints using a printer that uses not like Laserjets, like an inkjet. So it just prints at a higher quality, and I'm using the Canon, I believe, luster paper, which has a really nice sheen and texture to the paper itself, and it's a little bit thicker and I really like it, so I use this for the majority of my prints now. I've used it in the past for like larger prints, and I would use a different glossy photo paper for my usual prints, but I believe I like the thicker quality, like the weight of this paper a lot more, so I'm using this one instead. You guys can read that blurb if you want to learn about X-Acto knives and the ruler, because yeah, I don't know. I always like, I'm always nervous using the X-Acto knife whenever I'm cutting prints and stuff or just doing projects in general. So I'm cutting all the borders off of the prints, and then after that we can move on. So I'm showing you guys my packaging stuff. Here are my envelopes and my mailers. So I have a 6x8 photo mailer which has like the stiff fiber board. They don't need like any backing or anything. I have my 2 different bubble mailers. So I have a really cute diamond print one and then just normal white ones. And then here I have all my scraps of paper that I've collected over the last few, I think, year or two. And some cardboard that I use as chipboard or backing board for the bubble mailers because they need something stiff inside so that they don't ruin your prints. I have a lot of bubble wrap from previous orders and stuff just in case if I have to mail something larger so I can have something that helps buffer the edges and stuff. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a bunch of different envelopes so you can package your stickers in a more eco-friendly way, as well as just like packaging your orders in general. So yeah. Okay, so method number 1 are these really cute origami envelopes. And I remember, I don't know, I've always liked doing origami when I was younger. Like, I was that kid who always did origami. I would look at origami books, I'd make cranes, those little paper stars. I made like envelopes, bookmarks, boxes, those little balloons. So the good thing about these is that they're really simple to make, and you can probably buy like a whole assorted origami paper at like this size so you can easily package stickers and stuff, right? But I believe the dimensions of this are a little bit restrictive. As you can see, I couldn't fit the other masaki in here. I only could fit my chibi masakis in here. So I'm using about like a, I think it's 5.75 inches of origami paper that I'm using, if that makes sense. I'm just showing you guys really quickly how I make these envelopes. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description to the video that I watched. I just remember that this is how I've done it, so hopefully it matches the video correctly. I haven't made these envelopes in a while, so maybe the method's different, but yeah, it's something really simple. And if your stickers are on the smaller scale, I think something like this is sturdy enough. As well, it's really cute and the design's really pretty. And then also the, what is it called? the stickers are like safely protected, right? As long as they're not being folded by the paper itself. So just make sure it fits within the creases, then you're good to go. Okay, so now that I'm kind of finishing up this envelope, I'm going to show you guys just how it kind of like self-seals, but because of how it seals, I prefer to give it one more like secure measure just in case. So I'm showing you guys with my Haikyuu stickers that someone has ordered, so I'm just quickly reorganizing them so I can put them right into the envelope. And as you can see, they fit quite nicely. They're really tiny, these stickers, so they don't have any chance of they're gonna get clipped by that crease. You just fold that in and it kind of seals together. But to make sure that it seals completely, I like to print out these little tags or stickers that I've made and then print them out onto just normal white sticker paper and then do a quick kiss cut around all of them so I can use them as kind of like little labels, and then you can just seal it. Okay, so I think this is a really cute method, and here's method number 2. So this is actually my favorite way to package my stickers. If you order stickers from me recently or like previously, this is probably the most way, like the way I've mostly packaged my stickers, because it's the easiest and the size is a little bit easier for me to manipulate with just a little bit of math. I probably have to like find the video again. I believe it's some girl made the video and she has a way so you can convert the size, like your desired size, into the rectangle that you need to use to make this envelope. So yeah, I'm using a 15 by 21 centimeter rectangle. So it's 15 on the short side and 21 on the long side, and it makes this really nice like diamond shaped envelope. So you would stick the stickers right into the little pocket, and it has technically 4 little flaps, but I like to keep it at 2 flaps like here. And this is the like a way for you to seal the envelope, but as usual I will use a label or a little sticker like this to seal it, just to make it extra secure. And then the third way is to use a pre-cut template. So I've done mock-ups of these and stuff in my sketchbook, and I've done several trials to make sure that this works. I've seen a version of this on Amazon. This is what sparked me to just quickly go make this template and then use it for future sets, as currently I've only used this for one set because labeling it's a little bit different, but I think overall the design and the ability to manipulate the size is much easier. But of course you need a cutting machine, so if you don't have access to that, it might be not an option for you. But I like the self-sealing envelopes a lot. I've made it a little sprout for the little thing that seals the top, just because it kind of fits with what I like. I like plants, and it kind of fits Wonu because I always draw him with sprouts and plants and all that stuff. And I picked dark blue just to fit more with the color scheme that I had for my Witch Wonu set. But yeah, the ones I saw on Amazon had a little heart for the sealing portion, but I didn't really like that, and a lot of them were expensive for like only a couple of envelopes, so I decided that I would just make them myself. But because I can measure out how big are my stickers, I can easily make the base of the envelope a lot larger, and then I would be able to fit larger stickers. But I specifically tailored these envelopes to fit my Witch Wonu set, and it fits my largest sticker like quite easily, so that's why it fits those other ones nicely. So these are the free envelopes, and I hope you guys try some of these out if you're planning to package your stickers and you don't want to use plastic packaging. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with a little bit of a packing montage, and maybe I'll talk through a little bit. Right now I'm just sorting out defects because of the holographic film sometimes has a little bit of mishap, or it crinkles a little bit, so it causes creases in the middle. And if it's not really noticeable, I will put the other ones in a separate pile as defects, and I'll use them for packaging or decorating other people's orders, and then the rest will just go to the actual orders themselves, which luckily I had enough for the 2 orders that were needed. And as you can see, this envelope is like, this envelope making way is much easier for me. It's just easy for me to make them on the spot because I feel like it's less folds than the other, like the very first method. So yeah, I prefer doing this one a lot. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now that the little montage is over, I'm going to show you guys how I packed the entire order now. So this person, why does Kaya look weird on camera? So this person ordered a few sticker sheets, and then I'm going to be adding the little freebie, which this time it is Zhongli, and I'm going to add a little tiny business card that has all my social medias and stuff. And yeah, so I'm going to add a little bit of confetti in there too, and I'm going to show you guys how I make my confetti, or ways you can make your confetti, a little bit closer to the end of the video. So if you would like to see that, just stick around to that. But I like to package my orders usually with the little scrap papers that I have hoarded, I guess in this case. That's from my, I believe it's like my 17 Japanese albums that this paper was from. So it was kind of like used for buffer, or like in place of bubble wrap, I guess. So I just flattened it out and cut it, and then I'm using them for the orders. And as you can see, I like to package my prints diagonally so that it kind of crosses over in the center. And then I'm using one of my little slime stickers to seal it off because he is a defect and I'm not going to be putting him into a set, so might as well use him to seal the order instead. I took a little bit of origami paper, wrote a little thank you note. I trimmed off the corners, and now I'm preparing to finalize the little order itself. So I like to use embroidery floss or thread, and this is just really old embroidery floss that I didn't use because when I'm embroidering anything or doing cross stitching or anything like that, I like to separate my threads, and this one, whatever brand it is, doesn't like to separate the threads very well. If anything, it only has like 2 threads, so I like to use it for packaging orders rather than for embroidery or for cross stitching purposes. String or like hemp, I can't think of the word right now, but there's different ways you can definitely tie off the little package. It's just a way for me to secure the note. It's not any like rhyme or reason to secure the package itself, but I know some people like to put like thank you prints on the outside as well, so that might be an alternative. Right now I'm just preparing it for the little mailer. I'm putting my little washi tape at the bottom, which is my little 17 washi tape. I have Hansuke on the front, which I kind of messed up this person's order, so I had to reopen this order, and then I decided to use my 17 Purikura stickers for the front this time. So today I'm actually collaborating with Noissue, and they are a company that makes eco-friendly, sustainable, and very customizable and really cute packaging and like packaging supplies, especially like well tailored to people who run online stores or like small businesses. This is definitely something you guys might be interested in. So I made these really cute mailers that have like little blue clovers and has a thank you on the front, and then has like little petals and stuff. Just really simple. And I believe you can choose up to 2 colors for these kinds of mailers, which is really cool. And it could help you push your branding a little bit or help with the aesthetic of your orders. I think it's good to look at different alternatives to like plastic products, because like myself, I'm trying my best to avoid plastic products as much as possible and trying to only use like paper products or things that are able to be decomposed or recycled. So it's good to look into stuff like this. As you can see, if you're just putting your orders right into the mailer, you can just seal this up, put your shipping label, and it's good to go. If you don't really like the idea of just putting something into a paper envelope, you can definitely reinforce it with a little bit of a piece of cardboard or a chipboard and just slide it in. And it's very lightweight but very sturdy, so highly recommend looking into this if you're looking for customizable packaging for maybe your online store or for your brand. But I definitely recommend looking into it at least. They have some really cool ways to bump up your packaging game. They have like tissue papers, I believe they have stickers and stamps as well. They have many different sizes for their envelopes. They even have expandable envelopes as well, so highly recommend it. But I'm going to be using this envelope in 2 different ways. So in the future, I am going to be using these envelopes to package just orders in general, like my flat orders, my prints and stuff, and just going to send them out using this really cute design, just because, like, why not? Like, it's really cute. I kind of want to just send it out as is. But the other way that I'm going to be using it as packaging is not exactly as a mailer, but as a way to just contain the order itself. So because I'm going to be doing zines pretty soon again, and I'm going to be using a larger bubble mailer to protect said zine, I don't like having my order along with the zine kind of float around. So I'm probably going to package my, I guess, like whoever's order it is, if they have prints or they have stickers or like sticker sets or anything, charms, I'll probably put them into that mailer, fold it up and put it with the zine, and then put that into a bubble mailer, and then everything is just nice and secure. Because of, I don't know, I like the fact that they have different sizes, because I chose their smallest size and it works well for the products that I have, because my prints are only 5x7 and they tend to be the largest item. But as you can see now on the screen is that I'm packaging my zines, or planning to package them, because I still have to print out freebie prints and freebie sticker for the zines, and then I can properly package them. But they are 6x6, so they do need to be in a larger envelope. Thus, me having the Noissue mailers will be really nice to be put in with the zines inside the envelope, if that makes sense. Okay, so before we end the video, we still have some time, so I'm going to show you guys how I make some confetti configurations or little groups of confetti that you can use to put into your orders. So as you can see, I have a bunch of like scrap pieces of paper. I have the shimmery origami paper that I've gotten from, I believe, from Japan. I've definitely had a few sets of origami paper like this when I was younger, and I bought them from like Chinatown and stuff. So they're in places or online, so you can definitely find some. But I kind of arrange different colors into different groups so I can place them specifically with certain orders. As you can see, I have a bunch of blues and pinks here that I've accumulated either from origami paper, scrap paper, construction paper, all that. And I will use these hole punches and to make the, basically use all these hole punches to make the confetti. So yeah, I've gotten these hole punches from my friends, and I'm just showing you guys little combinations I did. So I do stars and butterflies because the butterflies kind of remind me of crystal flies and the stars kind of remind me of primo gems. So I did my best to make the colors match the colors of the primo gems. For my 17 orders, I have done the blue and pink, which is like rose quartz and serenity colors, just because that is 17's fandom colors. And I'm just showing you guys a quick demo of how I go about making these confetti. So I literally go row by row, and then I snip off the excess, basically like whatever is left I will just snip off, and then I'll continue down the paper up until I finish it off. So all the little scraps you can see on the right side are actually going to be used for like making square and rectangle confetti that you can probably use for something else. I don't like using it for orders, but I'll find use for them for something. I like to make the confetti on a little bit on the larger side just because I don't want it to be a hassle for the customer, I guess, or the person on the receiving end to be cleaning up so many like tiny little pieces of paper. But for the hole punches, I believe I got my set from Amazon. I bought like 4 of them together, I think 4 or 5. And then the reason why I have so many is actually because I think for my birthday last year, my closest friend bought them for me along with I think 2 or 3 sets of origami paper because she knew I was making confetti. So that was very sweet of her. But I usually like making confetti while watching stuff. It's very mind-numbing and a little bit numbing for my thumb. So, yeah. But I think it's kind of fun, like putting together different color combinations. So, yeah, I have another kind of blue, white, and pink combination right here, and I'm trying to think of what I can use it for. But as you can see, in this meticulous, like I'm just basically taking my time and cutting stuff out or hole punching things to make the confetti. It's a long, tedious process, so I do recommend you just do it every so often and make as much as you can so you don't run out. I'm using a normal hole puncher here too, so if you have access to that, you can definitely make some cute confetti, because a lot of confetti is actually just round. I just like using stars and hearts, and as you can see, my sakura petal one that I got from Japan as well is over there, but it has such a weird shape that it doesn't work that well with the paper, just because you have a lot of scraps and I don't want to have too much waste. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching that. I'm probably going to leave you guys with the rest of this video with no talking. I am just weighing all the orders and typing in all the information, so I'll let you guys kind of have this little ASMR-ish moment. So I'll talk to you guys next week, I guess. Maybe Monday, maybe Wednesday, we'll see, with another video. If not, I'll see you guys in the next stream, hopefully soon. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!